What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Cooking Without Pantson, where today we're going to be starting our brand new series of the Call of Cthulhu. This is part of an ongoing series of games where I'm attempting to play through every single game on Steam that has the Cthulhu / Lovecraftian tag, and the Call of Cthulhu is the next game in that lineup. I figured I would probably start getting into this game now to just get away from Lovecraft's Untold stories a little bit, because that game is very stressful and very difficult and very fast-paced and stressful. So whatever we're getting into this game is much more of an adventure, mystery, detective kind of game. It has a lot more story. It's got voice acting and everything. So this is one of my favorite games. This is probably the game that I think of, that I would say anybody thinks of when they think about the Lovecraft mythos, is the Call of Cthulhu. The short story that he wrote, and of course all the games that have spawned from it. So we're just going to get into it. There's a big old 58,269 in the bottom right corner. I don't know what that means. I guess that could be the version number. We're going to start a new game. There we go. Chapter 1, Pierce Investigation Agencies, Boston. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. So, I play as the private eye who enter madness. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. Did you guys know H.P. Lovecraft was whoa. Alright. We've got blood on the hands immediately. It's a big old shark face. I just wake up in a cave, pass out. Oh, I'm in a different part of the cave. My game saved. Fuck yeah. Alright, use WASD to move. Damn, how far did I fucking crawl? How are my hands still bloody after wading through the water like that? Ew. It's all icky. This game has a very strong... but these fuckers fishing sharks out of the sea to eat them, quote unquote. I've never had shark fin soup before. I have heard that it's very good, though. To crouch, press control. Oh my god. Yeah, so this is like there's almost no action in this game at all. There's some things that we do. Again, my hands are bloody as shit. What the fuck? Can I see? No, I cannot see. Okay, I can sprint. Looks like it's a shift to... You must light up some things in order to interact with them. I guess I can. Okay. Oh, here's the lamp. I got bolt cutters. Okay. So I guess I can use these bolt cutters to come back over here and do this thing where I cut the chain. Hiya! Lovely. Lovely.
In my wake, hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
I'm sorry, what? Listen, whoever that was, I don't mean to be a prude, but I don't know you. So if you could please, don't ever talk to me or my son ever again. Is this I guess it's like an oil lamp. Damn, sharks everywhere, dude.
What a putrid offering.
Never mind, I guess the shark wasn't good enough. Is that a shark? No, that's a fucking killer whale. Thought that was a shark. I did think that the head was a little bit too round. A bunch of killer whales.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Why is it telling me to run? Where am I running from? Am I running from anything? Outside of my inescapable, something. Well, okay.
Behold,
What the fuck?
everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Bro has got a kind of fucking what? Bro, where is bro's face? And he's dead. But there's no hope. That was extremely traumatizing.
I hate whiskey.
Me too, brother.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Oh. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. October 20th, 1924. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? So, oh my god. Sanity. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War. He took part in the Meuse-Argonne offensive. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and allied artillery fire, forced to hold a position for several days surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades without food or medical supplies. The soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. My sanity is stable. Confident in your abilities and your Cartesian mind, you conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts, your convictions, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. I've got a lot more bad shit to discover about myself, it would seem. So, Darkwater. My private detective agency contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles, but this place is mine, for the moment. Inventory. My old lighter that I engraved in memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion who fell. 10-7... Does that say 18? I think it says 18 because there's no way it says 78. Bro got this really Charles River, a nice detailed map of Boston.
I should get rid of all this stuff.
I guess this shit doesn't matter anymore. Sorry. Turn off the radio. Clear my fucking head real quick.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Oh my god, dear fun.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Allocate your character points. Each character point allows you to improve the score of a skill. Okay, let's look at this shit. Okay. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those who talk to you by the power of speech. Improving the skill increases your chance of convincing or manipulating during discussions. Strength represents your ability to call on your physical power. Improving the skill increases your chance of forcing doors or mechanisms or of using violence during interactive discussions. Medicine represents your medical knowledge. Improving the skill increases your chances of determining the dosage of a drug, of making a diagnosis, or of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. Occultism. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult sciences. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts and expressing your knowledge of the myth. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving the skill increases your chances of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior or on the analysis of objects. Spot hidden Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving the skill increases your chances of finding hidden objects. An undiscovered object will not appear in game. And investigation. The investigation represents your investigating talents. Improving the skill increases your chances of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object, and of picking locks. Well, I probably would want to increase investigation as I am an investigator. And I guess I'll put 2 points into medicine to level that up as well. Validate. I'm so valid.
Mr. Pierce, our files will still be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, you still...
Damn, he fucking hung up on her ass.
I'm coming.
There's nothing about this game. The lip syncing is not. Lip syncing is kind of funny. It's weird.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Huh?
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead.
Okay.
Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family.
Well.
They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
You didn't have to put it on the couch. Come on, man. What the fuck is this?
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness.
I'm not.
Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Your notebook details your current objectives. Open it. Press J. Examine the painting. A strange picture, painted by Sarah Hawkins a short while before her tragic death, was sent to her father just after the artist died. He is convinced that she is the sender. He brought me the painting so that I could examine it. Stephen Webster, the wealthy industrialist, came to my office. He wants me to reopen the Sarah Hawkins case named after his daughter who died in a fire alongside her entire family. I must examine the documents he compiled in order to know more about the case. Well, let's see. We got a woman who is seemingly cowering in the presence of this thing that represents or seems to look like a man.
Its strange beauty is not to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
Clue memorized. Said I memorized it. I gotta examine the file.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
The shipping label, some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address, Warehouse 36 in Darkwater. The police report, it says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they, nevertheless, insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting, an article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a reclusive life there with their only son, Simon.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go
Fuck,
to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Oh, well, fucking, something's not right with this.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to
Okay, I already did all this. Is there something I don't fucking... I guess I... fucking... Right, Sheila?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
I'm a private investigator, not an art critic.
I guess you're not as clever as you think, then. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw?
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing things too by the time this game's over. I'll tell you what.
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Well,
I'm beginning
I guess
to
we're done here.
understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire.
Okay.
Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Okay.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Okay.
Which you don't totally deny.
Okay.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death.
Okay.
You'll be handsomely compensated.
Okay.
All right. I'll take the case.
Okay.
I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce.
Okay.
I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
What the fuck does that mean?
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a
Edward, you
choice.
can't use that word. The fuck?
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic.
Okay, hold on.
I'll no doubt find some information on this island. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes, but don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coasts of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater. A good old story of blackmail and a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
The husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. Your wife is a lesbian. Oh! A dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. This first volume lists all the illnesses known in the civilized world and details symptoms and suitable treatment. Oh, just got character progression. Stephen Webster. Age 63, occupation businessman. A wealthy businessman, well respected in the Boston area. Stephen Webster came to see me in order that I investigate the death of his only daughter, Sarah Hawkins. The man accepts neither refusals nor inconvenient truths. He's ready to do anything to prove that his daughter was not mad. Charles Hawkins, deceased, age 41, ship owner. Charles Hawkins was a local celebrity on Darkwater, the heir of a ship owner family. He used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. They had a child named Simon and lived a very secretive life. Sarah Hawkins. Damn. She's almost 10 years younger than he is. Sarah Hawkins, a painter known for her tortured artistic universe. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Her marriage to Charles Hawkins years ago surprised high society columnists. A wealthy Boston heiress known for her party-going chooses to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. She disappeared from the front pages of newspapers and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remained a secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continues to seek the truth. Simon Hawkins, 11. Occupation, schoolboy. Gets paid to go to school. Can you fucking imagine? The only son of Sarah and Charles Hawkins. He died in the fire that claimed his whole family. Well, that fucking sucks. It would seem that the world has forgotten the very existence of this isolated rock off the coast of Boston. It is a small, inhospitable island whose coastline is made up of steep cliffs and sharp reefs, and with only one outlet to the sea, it is mainly inhabited by the descendants of whalers who set up a supply post there in the 1800s. It was hit severely by the collapse of this activity. I think that the only venture on the island that is still profitable is its medical institute. Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others. Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and wild strokes to the world. If her paintings are testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. This painting depicts a monstrous silhouette threatening a woman and child. Flames can be made out in the background. Stephen Webster, the father of Sarah Hawkins, thinks that this is linked to the death of his daughter. We already read that. Knowledge. Elder knowledge. This is stuff we already read.
I used to be an avid reader.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Sad if true. What? There's just nothing? There's just... What the fuck? Well, okay, time to fucking go, I guess. And on we move. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting on the shipping label, an address, a warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. Oh, enter madness. Enter Chadness. Oh, exciting music. Focus Home Interactive presents Game by Cyanide Stereo. See, he's looking up at the credit in the sky. See, that's why he turned his head.
We're almost there.
How the hell does he know that they're almost there? I can't see fucking anything through this fog. Call of Cthulhu. Scylla. Silly. Sorry. Damn, the guy just fucking manhandled the shit out of that box. What the fuck was that?
There's guys coming to unload.
This voice, this fucking lip syncing is crazy.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy.
That's
You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
oh,
Understood.
document you say.
I'm going for a look around the docks.
Alrighty. Sorry. October 25th, 1924. On the approaches to Darkwater, I saw thick clouds masking the sky. They were so low, they seemed intent on impaling themselves on the sharp reefs that circled the island. Fitzroy, the captain of the only tub that manages to float to the mainland, offered to help me. He may have documents that belong to Charles Hawkins. Fitzroy advised me to visit the port's bar. He mentioned a little pick-me-up. I suppose I could get the lay of the land at the same time. Fishermen have gathered around the carcass of a killer whale. I could have a look and see what the local cops have got to tell me. Captain Fitzroy has offered to share with me what he has found on the Hawkins in the archives of the Harbor Master's office. I do have a character point. That's what it is. Medicine and occult skills can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Oh, that's why they're yellow. I see. Okay, I'm gonna work on getting my detective skills to max, since I am a detective. Validate. I'm valid. Make me valid. That's right. What else is there? Places. At the entrance to the port of Darkwater, one still passes in front of the shell of the Scylla, the last whaling ship to have brought back a catch. Sailors wander the docks looking for some small job for the day. A gang of bootleggers have set itself up there and is gnawing away at the territory of Captain Fitzroy, the last sailor to own a boat capable of making the round trip between the island and mainland. Here, the golden age of whale hunting is but a distant memory. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, what is this? Prohibition?
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Oh, so this takes place 1919, momentous day in world's history. So this is right around the time of Prohibition. This is 5 years after the Prohibition begins. What's up, cuh? Okay. These guys all look the same. No, they don't. Well, hold on. This guy's got a different... Well, whatever. So I will enter the battle. The battle. That's not very... What the fuck? Fuck, I forgot about that part.
Be careful.
Fuck, that was so fucking... That was so smooth. Oh, this bitch.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure rises, you start squealing.
Damn.
You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Now speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Oh. It's not speaking ill if it's true.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah.
Had their own personal
If I were
warehouse.
you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
So, what did we learn? Oh, nothing. Roy Mitchell. Roy Mitchell runs the only bar on Darkwater. Prohibition has no hold on the stranded whale, and sailors come to seek comfort in Mitchell's whiskey. The man therefore knows, more than anyone, the secrets and rumors that the inhabitants of the island exchange after a few glasses. Mitchell is devoted to the golden age of whale hunting, if the numerous trophies that decorate his establishment are anything to go by. The man will talk freely on the subject on which he is so keen, but he will be far less enthusiastic if one was to inquire about his source of liquor. Well, illegal. The bar where liquor is served with total impunity. It's the last thing I expected to find when I arrived on this island. The stranded whale is its name, and it's managed with an iron hand by the owner, a certain Mitchell. He does not tolerate troublemakers, and he fiercely protects the identity of his supplier. All the inhabitants of the area seem to go there, and I even saw what looks to be a truce between the bootleggers and the sailors. Oh, well, hold on, let me see. How long have I been recording? 30 minutes? Lovely. Talk to Fitzroy. I think Fitzroy is... Who the fuck?
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
So that shit on his arm. Bro's got fucking brands covering his whole body.
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof. Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Alrighty. Let's see. The
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
May 21st, 1847. Miraculous catch. The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port. Late on Tuesday afternoon, the locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, the cetacean that is already being called the miraculous catch covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, all the staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. I wonder what they would use that oil for. The miraculous catch is what the locals call the last catch of their whalers. In 1847, although whales were disappearing from the fishing zone of the Darkwater whalers, the crew of the Scylla made a gigantic and monstrous catch that saved the island from famine. They still celebrate this catch, and an article from the Times still decorates the bar. It is strange how the memory seems so alive, as if it was maintained by the survivors. Man.
What you looking at, stranger?
I'm just passing by. Sorry.
Let me drink, stranger.
Well, the lady wasn't very nice. What the? Locked. Fug. Okay, so I guess there's nothing else to do inside of the bar. Are these the prices?
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker.
Oh.
And a debtor. Interesting.
So this is what the current tabs are? Always free for the lady. Captain Fitzroy, Charles Hawkins, $58. I guess that's just people who owe tabs currently. So Captain Fitzroy owes a $12 tab, which is probably equal to like $50. Fucking $50. Okay. I guess I gotta go over here. If I remember correctly, Fitzroy is the cop. No, Fitzroy's the captain. Bradley's the cop. This one.
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
God, why is he so ugly?
Same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not And you? What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You're not sailors! Oh.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago.
This is a
Only a
fairy.
specialist would know what killed it.
That's no way to treat an omen.
It's an omen, you say?
He's gonna get us into trouble.
Well, okay, only thing left to do now is go talk to Captain Fitzroy. We'll see about what is next. Of course, I can't walk around this way. I guess it's nice that he has his own sort of like balcony, but it's so fucking run down. I would be afraid to actually walk on it in real fucking life.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck. I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden?
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Cat. The terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Cat.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Makes you wonder what happened to those ship that is just beached right there.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era.
Maritime
I guess
bank.
this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Damn. That doesn't look like a normal lantern. Like, it's got like, it's like green, it's got fucking smoke pouring out of everything. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god! My medicine progression. These and these and this and that and that and this. Okay, what is upstairs? Clam. What the fuck? These, all the candles, I like the natural lights are just like producing fucking suspicious amounts of smoke.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. What? There's just nothing. There's no point in this? Fuck you.
What a macabre souvenir.
Oh, it's the peg leg. The peg leg. It's a big ass suitcase. Does it have fucking like writing on it? No, it's just really old and run down. Is that a? Oh, this must be a very old picture of the town, or not a picture, a drawing. A drawing. What could be up that way? I wonder if he actually lives here. Because this seems depressing.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
It's a bell, so this was probably an office where they did business at one point. It's the only thing that makes sense.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights of the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Way ahead of you.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Huh. Well.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Oh, opposite the jetty, you say?
You know who the building belongs to?
I don't know what the fucking jetty is.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Alrighty, I gained a character point. Oh my god. Yes. I gotta make sure I'm valid. Hold on, sorry guys. Okay. So, what is there to see? James Fitzroy is the captain of the Charybdis, the only boat that still sails between Darkwater and Boston. His base is the harbor master's office, from where he misses nothing that happens on the island. The inhabitants of Darkwater respect him. The bootleggers despise him. He offered to help me in my investigation. In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. Well, now what? Am I about to get into a goofy-off fight with these dudes? Nope. I guess since I finally talked to the Captain Fitzroy, they finally got the hell out of the way. That's fun. Let's see. Let us see. Get inside Warehouse 36. Well, I can't go that way, so I guess I'll go this way. Whoa. The spot hidden skill allows you to detect hidden objects in a close range. Once all these items are found, the detection icon will appear.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Oh. Dodge! I found it. This lever activates a mechanism.
It must come from these old winches.
Oh. A ladder.
I could use this old winch to...
Do I not have the fucking... What's going on? Is there something else that I'm missing? I'm gonna break my legs. Just kidding, I can't. You cannot fall in this game. It would seem. Let's see, what else could there be around? Oh.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Huh. Huh! What the? This part enables heavy loads to be lifted and held aloft without risk.
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
That's right, because I could lift it up, but then it would just fall back down. So. Let's see. Well, am I still missing something? It looks like the hidden object thing is still, or maybe not actually. Hold on, let me go see. What could it be? I don't know. So, am I can't get up over there in any way. Whatever it was, so it was kind of like, what? It kind of had this weird, like, green glowing look to it. I mean, I don't know. I should be able to just crank it. But I can't. Maybe it's outside. Let me go check outside.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Alrighty. So I'm still just trying to get inside of the warehouse. I'm not in an area where there are any hidden objects anymore, though. At least I don't think I am. Oh, I got a fucking lighter? What? This cogwheel is part of the mechanism.
Mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Okay, I did it. I think I did it finally. Forgot I've got my fucking lighter that I can do shit with. Turn the handle.
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
Oh, it's so green. How do I put my lighter away? I don't remember. Oh well, still can't fall. Breaking your legs is not an option in this game. I can't fuck it. Oh fuck.
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. I hope it's not toxic.
Okay, let's I don't love treading through underground water. What the fuck? Ah! Okay, don't know what that was, but I'm gonna forget about it. What the fuck? Oh my fucking god. Oh, it was just some seaweed. They got me with the old seaweed trick. Jesus. Jesus fucking Christ. That was fucking... Jesus Christ. God, we're only not even an hour in. This shit's already getting fucking weird. Occultism.
This is primitive.
Sorry. I'm trying to figure out how the hell I put my fucking lighter away. I know there's a way to do it. Maybe there's not. Maybe there's not a place to put it away. I don't know. Like, I know it's valuable to have, but it's just kind of annoying. Is it middle mouse? Hold on. It might be middle mouse. And my middle mouse button on my thing is broken. Controls. Yep. That's exactly what it is. Let's switch it to... Okay, it was middle mouse. my middle mouse button is broken too, so that would not have worked.
Ugh, this place stinks.
Oh my god, uh-oh, stinky. Funny poop. Poop funny. Ooh. Okay. I can't see
What is
shit.
the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Ah, time for break your legs. Into a reconstruction scene. Flashbang. Okay, what? Psychology.
The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages?
A bed.
Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it.
That's fucking weird, but completely understandable.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Oh.
It smells as bad as it looks.
I can imagine, I guess.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
La petite belly. The Hawkins warehouse. Oh, I got another character point. Hell yeah. I'm so fucking valid. Oh, the submerged city. While investigating the Hawkins warehouse, Pierce entered a partly submerged tunnel that ran under the docks. There, something took hold of his arm and tried to drag him beneath the surface. Drowning, the detective caught glimpses of human and animal bodies as well as an underground city. Pierce managed to make it back to the surface to discover that rather than tentacles, it was seaweed that had wrapped itself around his arm. The vision nevertheless disturbed him by its clarity and its violence. That's fucked. Clues! Officially unused since Charles Hawkins' death, this warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident. Signs of life attest to the fact. The presence of blood-stained bandages must also be noted, probably removed from a wound, as well as pills, painkillers, and sleeping pills. Moreover, the occupant seems to be obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested by the presence of several documents connected to the artist's life. Photograph, press cutting. But it is the discovery of a partly charred painting recognized by Officer Bradley as having come from the Hawkins mansion that allows all doubts to be lifted as to the link between the contents of this building and the Hawkins case. Huh. Huh.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
I could threaten him. That's probably not gonna work.
Look around you. Someone has settled in here. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
Oh.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door?
Bro, that guy ain't got a hat. I bet his bald head is cold.
Right under your nose. God damn it. Her again.
Why she walk like that?
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
That's not very nice.
You?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
What the fuck?
This mansion.
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Damn. You gotta drive to their house. The only house on the entire island you gotta drive through. Garden of the Hawkins mansion, Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place thought to be abandoned revealed some surprises, signs of recent occupation as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. Enter madness. God, look at that fucking Ford Model T. Jesus. The hell? Who the fuck is breathing heavy over the mic? Oh well, alright then.
Well, here we are, Hawkins mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Mm-hmm. Spot hidden professional. You know the place.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Why is the caretaker still here?
He's clearly not doing any gardening.
You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
How long has it been? Oh, it's been an hour and 4 minutes. Well, in that case, I'm going to be ending the video here. If you all enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to see more content just like this in the future. Whenever you all do that for me, it helps me stay motivated to make more content for you all in the future. Please join the Discord and the Patreon. Links to both of them will be in the description of this video. If you have any suggestions for other Lovecraftian games you'd like for me to play after I beat this one, please leave them in the comments section. And once again, thank you all for watching. Until next time, bye.